Hi everybody, this is Black Rhino Ranger, and I'm just taking a look here, and these are the leaks for the Skylanders 2018 mobile game, including the fact that Eruptor and Stealth have got a new upgrade. I mean, Stealth has a scarf and has a different armor thing. She looks almost like her supercharger counterpart, except she still has her traditional blades. Eruptor looks like his lava lance counterpart, but he's not having a sword this time. He's still superly armored. So Skylanders the mobile game gives you some super armor, I think. Anyways, that's not what I'm here for. What I'm here for is if you want to audition for my Double Dragon Decade or any other animated film you want me to include in your voice, I'm going to list down all the Skylanders that I plan to voice, I have voiced, but I'm thinking of giving it to somebody else later, and I haven't voiced, and you may choose those. These are the Skylanders I have voiced. I'm Spyro the Dragon. I'm also Gilgrunt. And I'm Trigger Happy.
And I'm Eruptor. And I'm Prism Break.
And I'm Boomer.
And I'm Stump Smash.
And I'm Terrafin.
And I am Ghost Roaster. And I'm Donarang. And I'm Wrecking Ball.
And I am Lightning Rod.
And I am Slam Bam. And I am Treeworks.
And I'm Popfizz. And I am Jetpack. And I'm Countdown.
And I'm Frino.
And I'm Zulu.
And I'm Bumbleblast.
And I'm Hoot Loop.
And I'm Firecracken.
And I am Rattleshake. And I'm Snapshot. And I'm Crypt King.
And I'm Topper. And I am Chaos.
And I am Sheer Pepperjack. I guarantee.
And I am the Chompy Mage. And you're not a Chompy, so I don't like you.
And I'm Wolfgang.
And I'm Pinata.
And I'm Grave Clobber. And I'm Hootsicle.
And I'm a Broccoli Guy. Remember in Be Prepared for Skylanders Trap Team? I'm like Broccoli Guy, like totally. Broccoli Guy has a lot of things. And, okay, I'm Broccoli Guy is shutting up right now.
And I'm a Brawlrus.
No, let me try it. And I'm a Brawlrus.
And I am Tilbil.
And I am Taekwon Crow. And I am Blastertron.
And I'm also Glumshanks. And I am Spitfire. Feel the fire. Get a class of my own. And I can do two versions of Donkey Kong. It can be or Banana Slammer. As for Bowser, he's like or maybe try the King Koopa type of voice for him.
And I'm also Tri-Tip.
Yeah, you know, Crash Bandicoot. or in case you want me to speak like him in the Academy series, like Dr. Cortex wants me to take over to get Skylands or something like that. Chaos's clone, same thing.
Maybe for Bad Breath as well.
And then there's Spry, Gilrun, Trigger Snappy, Weeruptors. Okay, let me try to do a higher voice. Oh, fire it up!
Fear the fish! Nuggets, Nuggly!
Born to burn!
Crash and burn! Hawk and all!
Be afraid of the bark!
It's feed time!
And I can also be Master Eon. And which type of voice do you want me to use for Swat? Can I do the one where he does like in the classic games? Or do you want me to have an actual voice for him, like where he sounded like Emperor Kuzco in the first of the Legend of Spyro games, or kind of like Stimpy from the Eternal Light, or kind of like that rabbit from Sophia the First in Dawn of the Dragon. And these are the characters I have voiced, but I've also given them to somebody else, or I might want to give that to somebody else. I mean, at one point I did
become the voice of Stealth Elf. And since she's a girl, I thought maybe you would like to be her instead.
There's also Bash, but I think it sounds a bit too similar to some of the other characters. Chop Chop sounds also... He was voiced by somebody else before. He was voiced by a friend of mine back at school. Sonic Boom, I kind of screwed up her voice a little bit. I mean, in the first game, I thought she was all squawky and never clean voice. Drobot, I did voice him before, and a friend of mine later took over, but I'm thinking of giving him... You can be the voice of him. I have voiced Flame Singer, but I didn't quite understood his accent, so maybe you can get it. Same way. I did voice Cinder several times. I did voice Zook, even though I totally should have went for the Jamaican-y type of voice. That's how he sounded like. Locked and loaded! Ha ha ha! But, yeah, and back then I always thought he was Australian, thanks to a commercial. There's Whirlwind. Sunburn. I was planning to do that voice, but it's a bit too close to the mic, and it's a little bit of too much of a world thing. Yeah, that's why I'm giving it to somebody else.
Somebody else was Hot Dog before, but I thought...
I have voiced Bouncer before, but I think maybe you can be the voice of him instead.
Yeah, somebody wants to be chilled. She is a girl after all, and sometimes it's not right for a man to voice a woman.
Even though sometimes I have no choice.
There's Shroom Boom, who I did voice before, but I think I'm starting to wear off that a bit.
And I can be Slobbertooth again, but you can volunteer to voice.
Yeah, Foo Fighters, his voice kind of breaks me a little.
Same with Dr. Crankcase. His voice kind of ruins me a little bit.
And somebody can also be the Shrednuts, both Troll 1
or Troll 2, I guess.
Gulper I can also be Gulper, unless you want to be Gulper.
Okay, that's a bit of a throat bothering thing. Okay, Buzzerbeak. And these are the Skylanders I haven't voiced, but I plan to be that voice there. Warnado. Oh, see if I sound it for the win. Washbuckler.
Eat legs and no pegs.
Blast and Furious for Blast Zone. Magna Charges, attract to attack.
Night Shifties, roll with the punches.
Stink Bomb is like clear the air.
Willa Drill is, if there's a drill, there's a way.
And Free Ranger is, whip up a storm. This with Gusto is, Gus and Glory.
Sharpshooter, see? He sounds like a gangster, see? He's like a gangster. Why? You got a problem with that, see?
Reminds me of Bumblebee from Transformers Prime.
And I can be like Smash Hit. I've been practicing Rob Paulson's type of voice for many years. After all, he was part of my childhood. He was part of Animaniacs. He was part of Pinky and the Brain. He was part of Lunatics Unleashed. He's also in some recent things. Like he's becoming a voice director for the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles this year.
And there's Dive Clubs. I can go look down below. And as for Highbelt, it's Protect and Surge. And I have even tried to do Count Moneybone. He's always like this at times, don't you think? Like full of vanity.
And Chain Reaction is a saw is law. It reminds me of Dr. Doom. With that infinity sword, I can rule the universe.
And I can also be Kingpin. Stay frosty.
And I can be Pit Boss, the scales of justice.
And that's about it. Everybody else, you can choose to voice. Yes, you can try it, you can be either Voodoo, Whamshell, Ignitor, Camo, Hex, Zap, Double Trouble, Crusher, Flashwing, Sprocket, Thumpback, Hot Hat, Swarm, Fright Rider, Eyebrow, Ninjini, Trap Shadow, Doom, Stone, Rubble Rouser, Freeze. You see. Oh, everything else is everything else. You can also be Dr. Neocortex. Even though I wouldn't mind trying being voice of Dr. Neocortex myself. After all, he is Crash Bandicoot's #1 enemy, and I can also be Dr. Neocortex as well. But I heard a lot of people want to try and be that voice. After all, in my Crack at Chaos review, I wasn't the voice of Dr. Neocortex. You may audition for stuff, and you're probably wondering, why are Noodles and Captain Dreadbeard included, since Captain Dreadbeard's reformed and Noodles was never playable? Well, he did appear as an NPC villain in the racing part of Skylanders Superchargers, and Captain Dreadbeard did appear as a villain in Skylanders Battlecast during the Water Realm. And maybe or maybe not, you can be either Sir Hoodington or Psy. I'm not sure what Sir Hoodington sounds like. Maybe sounding like the heroic, like, can't stop the sword, or something like that. Of course, you know, Psy, he was voiced by a YouTube star, Dan TDM, but I doubt he would be part of this. But now you're probably wondering, since it's focusing on the Double Dragon Decade, why haven't I included Malifor? It's a secret. So how do you audition the character? Just choose your character, think about the characters. Okay, I'm actually gonna cut off the relationship part. I'm just gonna write a script for either Hunter, Sergeant James Bird, Blink. Okay, yes, in case you're wondering, yes, I'm guest starring, in the Double Dragon Decade, I'm guest starring 6 of Spyro's friends from the classic days. Hunter, Sheila, Sergeant James Bird, Bentley, Agent 9, and Blink. Well, I've included Ripto and... Oh, wait, sorry, spoiler, sorry. And I've included another one of Spyro's enemies in the Double Dragon Decade. Might as well include the 6 of classic Spyro, and they're gonna be accompanying the Skylanders during battle. That's about it. Maybe I could slip in Coco, but no, I have other things. Okay, that's about it. Just go to the link to this thing, choose your Skylander, you may audition. Let me write down the script first and see if you can send in your audition, and if you have any questions, let me write down the scripts first, and if I ask for these characters to be voiced by somebody else, then so be it. More further detail, if you have any further questions, just let me know in the comments. I hope you've enjoyed this video.